So, Emberveil released their client today, and I was actually pretty curious to see what they got. I have been following the project, I have seen people talk about it, and obviously when a server finally puts out a client, you want to download it and see what the hell they actually made. So I did. And yeah, I have some concerns. Now, before we get into this, I'm not making this video to shit on the developers, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Emberveil is a scam, because I do not know that. What I can tell you is what I downloaded today. What actually works, what doesn't, and why I think people should probably know about this before they start downloading the client or spending money on the project. Because right now, this thing is rough. Let's look at this. First of all, not all of the hairstyles are even in. Some of the cosmetic options do not work, piercings do not work, tasks do not work, and then you've got some of the hair models where your character just has a completely empty head. And then my personal favorite, the robes are fucking pants. I do not know what happened here, but apparently robes has been reclassified as pants. And again, I'm not expecting everything to be perfect. I understand this is an unfinished project, but this is literally the first thing you're seeing when you download the client. This is your first impression of the game. The other thing that immediately stood out to me is how washed out everything looks. The colors are really faded, the lighting looks weird, the whole thing just doesn't look particularly good. And before somebody goes, it's a private server, what do you expect? That's not what I'm saying. I play fucking classic WoW. I do not need modern graphics, I do not care that this looks old. Old graphics are fine, but there is a difference between something that looks old and something that looks unfinished. And right now, Emberveil looks unfinished, which again might be completely fine if that's what they told people they were downloading. But then let's get into something that actually concerns me a lot more than the broken graphics. Because Emberveil themselves put an announcement today about a pretty serious launcher bug. Basically, do not change the installation location after you've started or finished downloading the game. Because there is a bug that can cause the downloaded files to get deleted. And apparently someone already lost all his data because of this. This is not a minor issue. I can laugh at the fucking robe turning into pants, I can laugh at the bold characters, I can complain about the washed out graphics, whatever. But if it's a launcher that can potentially delete somebody's files, that's something people need to know about. And this isn't just some rumor I found on Discord. This is something Emberveil themselves have announced, and you can find it on the Unreal Azeroth Discord also. So if you're downloading it, do not change the installation location. Just leave the fucking thing alone until it's fixed. Now, about the part that left me a bit flabbergasted. You get one name reservation for free, and that's fine. But if you want another one, you have to pay 50 donation tokens. And apparently €1 is 10 tokens. So that means you have to spend €5 for another name reservation. And you can reserve up to 3 names. So if you want all 3, you've got a free one, and then for 10 more euros, you can get the other 2. And technically, yeah, it's completely optional. I'm not saying, oh my god, they're forcing people to pay for names. They're not. You get one for free. But it's just really fucking tacky. That's a word I keep coming back to. Because think about what the player experiences right now. You download the client, you can't play, half of the character customization isn't working, some hair models are broken, some models are broken, your robes are pants, the graphics look washed out, the launcher has a bug that can delete your whole hard drive, and one of the things that does work is, would you like to give us €5 to reserve another name? Like, come on, man. And just to be clear, because I know somebody's going to misunderstand this, I don't have a problem with private servers having donations. Servers cost money, development costs money, hosting costs money. People should be allowed to support a project they like. I do not care. If Emberveil was fully playable and established, and they had some €5 name reservation system, I wouldn't even mention it. It's the timing that makes it look bad. You've got an extremely unfinished client being released, and you're already monetizing one of the first systems that the players actually can use. And that feels weird to me. And look, maybe I'm completely overreacting here. Maybe in a week or two they're going to fix all of this. The game is going to be playable, the character creator is going to look great, and we're all going to forget about this ever happening. And I genuinely hope that this is what happens. Because I'm not making this video in hopes that Emberveil fails. I'm making this because if you're someone who is excited to play this, you should know exactly what you're downloading. So for now, if I was you, I would probably just wait. And personally, I will wait. I will let them fix the launcher, let them finish the client, let us see what the actual game looks like when it's ready to be played, because right now, it's not there yet. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up before downloading the client or throwing money at this server. Anyway, I will see you on the next one.